What? This is fucking insane. Look at this. Then on Thursday, he messages me again. I fucking lose it a little bit, to be honest. What a fucking retard, man. Seriously. Bear in mind, I'm on fucking vacation still. Absolutely fucking relentlessly trying to get him fired. I don't give a shit what you want, bro. You. If there's any fucking information or advice I want from you, it'll be the correct level of mental illness medication I should be taking. When I'm ready to end my career and slowly drift away into nothingness, maybe then I'll come to you for some fucking advice. How about that? What happened? So, the day before my last stream, obviously I had a conversation with Mr. Girl, Destiny, and myself. Now, running up to that, Aiko came on my stream before I spoke to those guys, and putting it nicely, she made a couple of errors, let's put it that way, in the way that she presented herself and the way that she did certain things, okay? Now, off the back of that, DK ended up putting that content onto YouTube, and the way it was framed obviously wasn't particularly favourable towards Aiko. The primary reason for which is that Aiko just unfortunately didn't do a particularly good job on the day. You know, she came on, she got emotional about her grandparents who have recently passed, which is fine. She then went on to attack someone else whose mother had just passed away. I don't know if anyone knows the ins and outs of this. Which was a very jarring thing, because it's like, well, hang on a sec. You're upset about your grandparents, but then you're mocking someone else for their dead mother. That's kind of fucked, you know? She then did this thing where she gave me an ultimatum where Zonya came on and brought up some other drama, which we ended up discussing. And then further to that, she ended up coming on to speak to myself, Mr. Girl, and Destiny, and unfortunately didn't do a very good job. It ended quite badly, and she ended up leaving, okay? Now... oh yeah, sure, JP insulted her first, said she couldn't string sentences together. Aiko started doing like your mum jokes to JP. JP then eventually turned around and said, listen, my mum passed away 10 years ago. And Aiko essentially kept going. Is it fair play? Is it fair play? And surely you can understand as well, the way people are going to perceive that is you've just been upset, fair enough, about your grandparents that have recently passed away, okay? And then you're going on to mock someone's mother who's died. Anyway, that being said, right, I can understand why Aiko would be upset, right? Of course, like me and Aiko are friendly. Aiko has had like a friendly relationship with DK. So she messaged me and she expressed, you know, frustration with kind of what was going on. And I'd responded to her and I said, look, I'm away. I appreciate you're frustrated about this. You know, we'll talk when I'm back. You know, because I'm going on fucking vacation. Okay, I don't have time to deal with this shit. So I sort of said, look, appreciate you got some issues. We'll deal with them when I'm back. DK ended up releasing a couple more videos, which added a little bit more fuel onto the fire. But the long story short is Aiko messaged me about it. I'd responded to her. And to me, that was it. That was like, right, that issue there, that's something I'm going to deal with when I'm back. Okay. Now, President Sunday messaged me about it, which, you know, is fine. Okay. But listen, I'm on fucking vacation, bro, okay? Like, okay, fine. I saw that and I was like, well, I've dealt with Aiko directly, so I'm just going to disregard that, okay? Now, moving on from there, a couple of days go by, right? I basically switch off the phone that I use for Discord and Twitter and I just put it to one side. Because I'm thinking, listen, I'm on vacation. I want to enjoy my time away. I don't want to have to fucking read Twitter. I don't want to have to look at Discord. And the other problem that I've got is that I'm fucking addicted to that shit. So if I've got access to Twitter and Discord, I'm going to be using it all the time to the detriment of my vacation, to the detriment of my family. So I put it to one side and I disregard it, okay? What then happens from there is President Sunday, for some reason, becomes a fucking, like, the archetype of a fucking scorned lover, right? Doesn't seem to understand what a vacation is. Doesn't seem to understand that, hey, maybe I don't have access to my phone. And just sends me a fucking barrage of messages. Like, what? This is fucking insane. Look at this. Can I ask you a serious question in total confidence? August 30th. Wednesday. Chud, your editor is an actual psychopath. This isn't a good look. This isn't looking good. You can't be that hard pressed for someone to use a font generator over a green background. He's not even doing good content right now. He's on a weird campaign to try and optically break down Aiko in particular, okay? Now, I appreciate from the outside looking in, yeah, it looks like DK's just being a shithead, right? DK's remit on YouTube is to take the best stuff from my stream and put it onto YouTube in a provocative way to get views. Now, when you're the target of that provocativeness, it's going to feel shit. And I understand what Aiko is pissed off, okay? But the idea that DK is like, oh yeah, I'm going to absolutely destroy Aiko's reputation and all of this is insane. He's just doing his job. It just so happens that unfortunately, Aiko gets the shitty end of the stick, okay? Aiko gets the shitty end of the stick, and that's just the way it's gone. And yeah, of course, I'll speak to Aiko and, you know, go from there when I'm back. But DK is not trying to destroy Aiko. That's insane. Anyway, continuing on. You can't let that continue. I mean, seriously, this guy is a liability and he's not even good at his job. You had 20 or so clippable moments in that Destiny and Mr. Girl chat that would have scored thousands of views in a day. He's let that go stale. There's also shit like this. And he sends me a screenshot, which is basically like, it's from the 10th of August. And this is essentially, this is going to become more relevant. This is drama from my Discord that's a couple of weeks old that has been dealt with. Anyway, I haven't seen any of these messages, okay? My phone's off. I'm enjoying my vacation. I don't know what's going on, okay? Now, he keeps going. If you're still employing this guy and you have intentions to grow to Destiny's scale, this will guarantee that you will never have peace of mind again. This guy is a dangerous liability for your career and he's a disaster for your community. Don't face reveal with this guy connected to you. Speech over. I hope your vacation is going well. Wednesday. Then on Thursday, he messages me again. I've not seen any of this. My phone is off. I'm fucking enjoying my vacation. He's like a scorned lover desperately messaging me for my attention. It's fucking insane. So he messages me, Chud, can we have a private conversation in strict confidence? What the fuck is going on? Insanity. Insanity. It's important. Can we have a strict conversation 10:24 p.m. Thursday 10:27 in strict confidence. Thursday 11:14. It's important. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? I'm on my fucking vacation. I'm not looking at my phone. Why are you acting like a fucking schizo? What is wrong with you, bro? This is insanity. This is absolute fucking insanity. What is going on? He also messages me on Discord as well. Alongside all of this, he also messages me asking to talk to me privately on Discord too. What the fuck is this guy's problem? It's mental. Absolutely mental. So I respond, I'm a bit pissed off, okay? I'm a little bit fucking pissed off. Mate, I'm on holiday. Are you for real? LMFAO. I haven't been checking my phone. Yes, we can talk when I'm back. This coming Thursday at some point, okay? Fuck me. Give me a fucking break. Stop fucking busting my balls, sending me these insane messages like you're a scorned lover, and fuck off. Anyway. Yes, I'm for real. As a friend, I advise you to deal with this quietly and quickly. I've blocked out your name. With any luck, you won't be looped in. Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to be looped in. Good. I'm thinking at this point, okay, he's clearly got some concern. Seems like he's being respectful of the fact I'm on vacation, though. Phew, thank God. I can just kind of take a step back for this and not have to worry about it, okay? If DK ever gave you the reason to fear for your reputation or safety, either in text or over voice, I strongly advise you to refer to that if you need to explain your complacence. I'm extremely disappointed that this had to be done. You should have dealt with this and much more minor things from this person immediately and decisively when they occurred. Good night. Okay. Now, before I show you the next messages, at this point, between him sending me these messages, I don't know when exactly the video came out, but anyway, I saw these messages and I thought, thank God he's leaving me the fuck alone. Like, Jesus, fuck off, man. I'm trying to enjoy my holiday. Okay? He releases this video, which I'll play for you now. So he releases this video here, titled, "Is Chud Logic's editor blackmailing mods?" So I've watched this already. I watched this when it came out. So between seeing these messages here, okay, I then got wind of this video and I watched this video. So there I am on vacation trying to have a good time, okay. I see a video go up. Is Chud Logic's editor blackmailing mods? But hey, don't worry guys. Don't worry. With any luck, I'm not going to get looped into this. The video title mentions me. Okay, but maybe it's going to be okay. Let's have a look, okay? Let's have a little look and see what happens. Okay, here we go. What the fuck? I'm not getting looped in to this. And you make a fucking title card. What are you going to do about this, Chud Logic? This is like a fucking farce. This is an absolute fucking farce. What on earth? He's saying to me, listen, I'm not going to loop you in. You can deal with this quietly if you wish. And he's making a fucking video with a big title card. What are you going to do about this, Chud Logic? What a fucking sack of shit, man. What an absolute sack of shit. Now, let's go a bit deeper. Let's just watch this through.
Hey there, how's it going?
Good, how are you? We haven't spoken before. Tell me about yourself.
On Discord, just
oh, have we actually?
Yeah. Just not on a stream, I don't think.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Well, you asked me why I called DK a predatory freak. It's my specific words, yeah. I'm just a little bit curious. Do you have any notion as to why I might have done so?
I've heard things. I'm wondering why. What your
why
rationale's going to be.
Why don't you tell me what you've heard?
No, I'd rather you just get into it because I heard what you might be covering, but
what might I be covering?
Apparently you have some wild theories. But hey, man, I want you to just go for it.
Are you friends?
Are you pitch?
Are you friends with DK?
I know him.
Would you vouch for his character?
Generally, yeah.
Generally, would you read something for me?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. It's on stream.
So, I'm going to go over these screenshots in a bit more detail, okay? I'm going to go over these screenshots in a bit more detail and talk a bit more about this, okay? Here's what I think when I see this, though. I know exactly what this is, okay? Now, I'll go into it in a bit more detail and explain this in a bit more depth. This is like 3 or 4 week old Discord drama that's resolved, okay? This has all been resolved. At the time, everyone involved told me they were satisfied with the outcome. They were happy with it. I've got some testimony to show you that shows that. I've also got a message from a mod that was sent at the time, which expressed gratitude at how I dealt with it. So this is all resolved drama, all dealt with, no problem. For some reason, President Sunday has got hold of this, probably from some fucking disgruntled mod that's now left my community, right? And is using it to attack DK, but also wrapping me in by saying, what are you going to do about this, Chud Logic? Like, bro, I'm on my fucking vacation here, right? And you've taken it upon yourself to take snippets of drama you know fucking nothing about. And what? What are you trying to do here? You know I'm away. I've told you I'm away. Chud Logic, what are you going to do about this? Even if there was something I needed to do, I'm on fucking vacation. What is the suggestion? I stop my vacation and spend time on Discord calling people and sorting this out? It's fucking insanity.
It's on stream. You should see it there. I want you to look at it on stream because it'll give people a little bit of time to see it. Just read that for me if you could.
Notice the presentation here as well. Okay, we'll come back to this in a sec. Notice the presentation here.
Oh, you're bouncing around this pretty. Oh, there we go. Top left.
Can you read that just from the top?
Yeah, I talked to Chud a lot privately about the situation also. I almost never put my foot down with mod actions. You all know that by now. This is one that I'm asking to go through. And if it doesn't, that's fine. I respect the decision of the majority, but then I'll be happy to dig up anything I can find on anyone on the server, since it's precedent that is now allowed slash not bannable. I'll also bring in friends from other servers to harass people. And I have some fucking autistic friends, trust.
Thank you very much. Can you read this one for me, please?
So notice what he's doing here as well. He's railroading... This is Queeman, by the way. He's railroading Queeman to just read these messages, which, yeah, sound real fucking bad, of course. But again, I know about this drama. I've been fucking intimately involved in this drama, every step of the way dealing with it. And now he's fucking, for some reason, some fucking retard has given it to him and gone, oh, look, DK's fucking, been threatening mods in Chud's server. And he's gone on this fucking crusade. It's insanity. We'll get to how it was dealt with, and we'll get to some of the dishonesty in the framing here. But let's just listen to the rest of this video.
Yeah, you know the context of this message.
I just want you to read it first, then you can tell me the context.
Oh, okay, sure. You just want to railroad, I guess.
Yeah, read this one, please. It's right on the screen. It'll take a couple seconds. It's a bit of a lag.
It's okay. If Jellicle doesn't think it's too far, we can see what we can find on Jellicle. Is that the one you wanted?
Yeah.
I'll have people get to work.
Brilliant. Okay, so in your judgment, there is a context that justifies this, right?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
What the... What? Is he fucking mental? So he's brought him on. He's railroaded him to read these fucking, completely out of context comments. He doesn't know what's going on, okay? Queeman probably does have some insight into what happened. Queeman's gone to explain what the greater context is. And President Sunday's just gone, go fuck yourself, and kicked him out of the call. What a fucking retard, man. Seriously. Look at him. What a soy little bitch.
Time for bed, everyone. Have a good night.
What a fucking loser. Holy shit. Anyway, let's talk a bit about this drama, shall we? Okay? Jesus Christ, it's so weird that this drama I'm now talking about on this stream when it happened like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Anyway, I'll give you the quick insight, okay? So, basically, there's someone called Bryce who you may be familiar with, okay? There's someone called Bryce who you may be familiar with. This also involves, obviously, DK Editing, who's my editor, okay? Very contentious figure, very controversial figure, okay? In some ways, I would say my community is probably split down the middle in regards to when it comes to Discord, okay? Now, DK and Bryce had a very fractious relationship in my Discord, okay? They were constantly arguing and they were constantly bickering, okay? Now, there was basically some information about Bryce that was brought up that DK used in a shitty way, I'd say somewhat malicious way, to kind of needle Bryce at certain points, okay? Behavior that I asked him to stop, and he did stop. We hashed this stuff out with Bryce. We had a meeting, a mod meeting. We brought Bryce in, and we kind of we ironed it out, and it was all fine, okay? Now, there was another argument between the two of them, and there was antagonism each way. And again, DK brought up this old drama that we'd squashed in this mod meeting. Bryce, in response to that, found some information about DK from a previous drama, okay, and then posted it in the Discord. I'm talking drama from like 3 years ago, okay? And it was when DK was an editor for someone called TF Blade, who is a League streamer, okay? Now, Bryce posted it with the intent of essentially just really pissing DK off. What then happened off the back of that is basically all of DK's haters in the server essentially fucking swarmed like vultures, and there was this absolute fucking eruption of drama. And everyone was talking about it, okay? Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was arguing about it. All the DK haters were just laughing at DK because they were like, well, you brought this on yourself. You know, you were making fun of Briss for this old stuff and you're just an asshole and you're a dick and da-da-da-da-da, right? And within the mod team, there was some sort of fractious disagreement because DK was essentially saying, listen, Bryce has done a really shitty thing here. I want Bryce to be banned. And the mods were saying, well, how is what Bryce did any worse than what you did to Bryce? Because he'd brought up a little bit of old drama about Bryce, okay? And it essentially led to DK having what I call a schizo moment, okay? Well, listen, Turbo Nutters, you fucking retard, okay? Maybe there's another reason that someone's brought it up. I'm going to show you exactly how this got fucking dealt with, okay? And you can see that this has absolutely been resolved at the time. So, let me show you this first of all, okay? Let me show you this first of all. So this is President Sunday's first screen grab, okay? That he's got Creeman to read. So this is the long and the short of what he's presenting for Creeman to read, okay? Here is the full context. So notice the difference in size here. Here is the full context of that series of messages that gives a lot more insight into exactly what it is that happened in the course of that conversation, okay? So President Sunday's claim here is that DK is some sort of fucking nutter that is holding mods to task by threatening to dox them, okay? What's the actual truth of this interaction and what actually happened, though? So basically, what DK did was wrong, and he did end up apologizing for this, which we'll get to in a minute. But what DK was trying to say is that you are all supporting what Bryce has done to me, okay? But if I'm saying, well, if it's okay for Bryce to do that to me, it sets a precedent that that's acceptable, and that means that I can therefore do it to you, right? This is the fundamental point that DK was trying to get at. And he presented it in a fucking crazy way that made him look like a schizo that was going to go and start fucking with people, okay? But the fundamental point was, if you allow this behavior to occur, it justifies me doing it to you. And the thing is like, yeah, obviously, if you're saying you deserved what happened to you, ha ha ha, and then you say to them, okay, well, how about I do it to you too? Or if you say it's acceptable that in the rules of the server that happens to you, and then you say, okay, well, I'll do it to you, and you suddenly act outraged, you can't do that. It's like, well, you've just said you can do that because it's about someone you don't like. But when it's you that's at the target of this, you fucking lose your mind. That's the point that was being made. Now, did DK make it in the best way? No. At points he sounded like a fucking schizo, okay? But let me just show you this conversation so you can just kind of see exactly what it was that was said in that first screenshot that President Sunday shared. So, yeah, I talked to Chud a lot privately about the situation also. I almost never put my foot down with mod actions. You should know that by now. This is the one that I'm asking to go through. So he's referring to the idea that Bryce should be banned for what happened, okay? So he is fucking pissed off at this point. He's, you know, engaging in fucking schizo mindset. He is fucking pissed, okay? And if that doesn't, that's fine. I respect the decision of the majority. But then I'll be more than happy to dig up anything I can find on anyone in the server, since it's precedent that is now allowed, not bannable. Also, I'll bring in friends from other servers to harass people, and I have some fucking autistic friends, trust. And Vass responds, well, when you put it like that, don't ban Bryce. DK little laughy emoji there. Sylv says, I'm busy with learning the layout of where I'm going to be for my PhD. From what I've skimmed, I'm on board for banning Bryce. And DK says, Dr. Sylph on board. Cumgrelin, yes or no. Cumgrelin says, is our boss threatening us? DK says immediately, nobody's threatening. I was explaining what the precedent would allow for if he's not banned, and saying I'll make full use of it if that's the case. Again, I'm pretty sure almost everything I've done drama-wise has been retaliatory. I'm never seeking out people to attack. Now, the other thing as well that President Sunday has done in all this is a lot of the screenshots that have been presented don't include me in any way. They don't include me in any way, okay? But throughout this drama, I'm working to try and simmer the situation down because DK's pissed off, right? The mods are freaking out because they think, is DK going to do some crazy shit, okay? And I'm trying to fucking bring the temperature down. Okay? And it's just completely out of fucking control, okay? Anyway, this happens. There's more conversation. There's moderator conversations. I'm keeping an eye on things. I think after this exchange, I'm like, well, I've got to go out for a bit, but I'll be back later. We can talk about it more, whatever, right? Now, in the course of this conversation, am I saying what DK said is okay? No. DK has gone fucking schizo, and he's making a point, sure, but he's making it in the absolute fucking worst way possible, okay? So to the point where people are freaking out, thinking he's going to go around fucking doxing people and shit, okay? Now, the unfortunate reality is people have taken this and they've clipped it in certain ways to make it look as bad as possible and to make it seem like DK is going around threatening mods to keep them in line, okay? Now, here's the second screenshot that DK shared, sorry, not DK, that President Sunday shared, that looks really fucking damning, okay? If you look at it initially. No, it's okay. If Jellicle doesn't think it's too far, we can see what we can find on Jellicle. I'll have people get to work. Okay, so that sounds pretty bad, right? Out of nowhere, out of fucking nowhere, he's just attacking Jellicle, who was a mod at the time. Okay. Sounds fucking insane, doesn't it? Well, again, we've got a couple of lines of chat messages here. What's the full context for what's happened? Well, let's have a little look at that, shall we? So these are the full messages of that exchange. Okay. So Dr. Jellicle has not commented at any point here. And his input into this conversation is Bryce didn't go too far. Like, bro, why would you fucking say that? That's literally insane. That's literally fucking insane. This has been a massive firestorm of drama in my server. I'm desperately trying to simmer things down. I'm desperately trying to resolve this situation, okay? And this fucking moron comes in and goes, oh, well, I don't think Bryce went too far at all. Like, what the fuck, bro? Why would you say this? You're literally just pouring fucking gasoline on the fire. Anyway, I kind of felt bad for Jellicle because DK then started fucking popping off at him. And I even messaged him about it and said, listen, sorry about that. I'm trying to calm things down. You know, let's just take a step back. Okay? So anyway, DK responds, we get it, Jellicle. You're a fucking loser. I say, you've barely commented on this and this is your contribution. That's pretty sad. No, it's okay. If Jellicle doesn't think it's too far, we can see what we can find on Jellicle. I say, DK, no. I'll let people get to work. This is fucking crazy. You were schizo posting. Come on. Jellicle thinks it's fine. These are coming across as threats and it's well out of line. What's the difference? Yeah, I know, and I'm not happy with that as I said, but this shit just pours fuel on the fire and puts people on edge. I won't do it in the server. I can stream it. How's that? Jellicle wants to set the precedent that it's okay. No. Okay, though. Yeah, and what does that mean? It doesn't matter what precedent Jellicle wants to set. You're putting people on edge with this shit, man. Okay, so, again, this will become relevant later as we go through these DMs, but clearly I'm in the fucking midst of it, trying to simmer things down and trying to deal with things, okay? Now, is it right that DK said what he said to Jellicle? No, that was a fucked up thing to say, and it puts people more so on edge, okay? But it was quite fucking clearly in response to Jellicle pouring fuel on this fucking fire of drama that's occurring, okay? So, That's that part out of the way. Now, again, this is going to become relevant as we go through this, because one of the big narratives that's been put up by President Sunday is, I've done nothing about this, okay? And this is the thing that I really want to put forward in regards to all of this. So President Sunday wants to act and talk like, I've done nothing about this, this has happened, I've been permissive of it, and all this shit, okay? So following all of this drama, I basically arranged for us to all have a conversation, okay? Because I thought this has got way out of control. We need to have a chat. We need to simmer things down. We need to move forward, okay? So I arranged for everyone to come together and have a conversation to try and squash whatever beefs there were, you know, simmer things down a bit and calm things down, okay? Now, there's people that can attest to this that were at the mod meeting. In that meeting, we didn't record it because I wanted everyone to be able to speak openly without worrying about being recorded, okay? What happened was, people raised their concerns. DK presented his side of the story. There was a lot of anger, there was frustration, there was shouting and all this kind of stuff. I put in place a mechanism where I said, listen, if you guys are worried that DK's going to like dox you and shit, yeah, that's easy. If DK doxes any of you, I'll just get rid of him. Done. That was agreed. That was fine. And yeah, DK was very apologetic. And even though he felt he, you know, wanted to just make a point, he realized he'd gone too far and he'd schizo posted. Okay. He was happy to take the L on that. He was happy to apologize. He said, listen, I apologize. Yeah, I went too far with it. And that was basically it. Okay. Now, in terms of further to that, I got a couple of messages about it. There's one I want to show you in particular. So this is a message from one of the mods. So I say, hey, hope you see, who wants to remain anonymous. Hey, hope you feel that was productive. Very much so. You handled every aspect above and beyond any possible expectations I could have had. You're a good dude. And also what I did is I asked Vass if he could give testimony as someone that was there. I'm not going to read through all of this, but I'm just going to give you the headlines basically. Okay? So I basically want to establish whether you felt my response to what happened was adequate and whether any concerns, if any you had, were alleviated by the call. He says, yes, I think I set some ground rules, limits, standards essentially. I ask if he's okay to show it on stream. Vass says here, I've said it elsewhere in different wording, but DK's problem in reading him in text, I could say, is that he can kind of come off as aggressive or threatening and was a semi-personal issue for him. So he came in all guns blazing. So I can see why someone would read this poorly without more context, knowing DK at least a little bit. And people should know he's often the sorriest in the mod meetings. And this probably isn't the only example of DK's phrasing being less than diplomatic. And then I just want to confirm here. So Vass isn't someone that really gets on with DK. He's got a neutral, slight dislike towards him. Okay. So there we go. Now, say what you will about the outcome or whatever, anything like that. I think it's undeniable that I have taken action in order to try and deal with this situation. Okay. You might not like the outcome. You might disagree. You might think this is too far. You might think that DK still should have gone. Okay. But I spent a lot of time speaking to everyone involved, bringing people together. Okay, bringing people together to try and resolve this situation. And I spent hours on this. Even after the meeting, there was one particular person who was still on edge and still anxious. So I spent extra time talking to them one-on-one in order to try and alleviate their concerns. Okay. In any case, this drama was signed, sealed, delivered, dealt with at the time, line drawn under it, everyone move forward. Okay. So with that in mind, why the fuck is President Sunday bringing this shit up when he hasn't got a fucking clue about anything, right? And at the start of his fucking video, he's putting up this stupid thing where he's saying, Chud, what are you going to do about this, Chud Logic? So he does this video about this drama, which I've already dealt with, and I've already fucking resolved, okay? And he's put it in a video without knowing what's going on, and he's put a fucking big old thing up. What are you going to do about this, Chud Logic? Nothing, because I've already fucking dealt with it. And also, he's done it when I'm on holiday. Anyway, going back to these DMs, okay? Going back to the DMs, at this point, I fucking lose it. I watched this video. He's been pestering me whilst I've been on vacation. He's now released a video about old resolved drama. And he's asking me to do something about it. So yeah, I fucking lose it a little bit, to be honest. Okay? You are fucking dreaming if you think we're going to have a friendly little chat after your actions. If you want to go to war, we can go to war. Because you were angry with DK framing an action in a certain way, which is, you know, DK's presentation of Ico in the YouTube videos. You've got on the attack. If that's the game you want to play, I can play too. And trust me, I'll hit twice as hard as you will, you fucking sack of shit. So I'm really fucking pissed off, okay? He's been pestering me whilst I've been on holiday. He's released this fucking gay-ass attack video about old drama that's resolved. He's put my name in the title. He's put a title card up. What are you going to do about this, Chud Logic? What an absolute fucking sack of shit, seriously. As I say here, who the fuck does President Sunday think he is? Who the fuck does President Sunday think he is? Absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely fucking insane. So anyway, what actions and what do you think you're going to hit me with? You could have messaged me and waited for me to come back and we could have just spoken. Instead, you've attacked me via some Discord drama you know literally nothing about. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You were going to let this continue into perpetuity. You are fucking delusional, mate. Explain. You have no idea about any of this, but you're using it to attack me. I can explain all of this on a voice call, but I'm out of the country with my family. Why couldn't you just wait, man? Why did you have to escalate things? Okay? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. He's messaging me incessantly because he's annoyed about some old Discord drama that's been resolved. And now he's arguing with me about it. He's fucking arguing with me about drama I was intimately involved in. He has heard fucking barely anything about, has got a couple of screenshots, and is fucking hassling me whilst I'm on my fucking vacation. Like, fuck me, man. Fuck off. This is insane. This is fucking insane. And then he goes on to say even more fucking insane shit. He has no involvement in the drama. Some disgruntled retard has probably given him some out-of-context screenshots and said, oh, look at what DK did. He's a terrible person. And he's gone, you know, he's been gay-opsed into fucking posting this shit. Anyway, let's focus on the messages, okay? I actually protected you in this. You have the chance to deal with the offender and keep your hands clean. Because if you didn't, one of the people who DK intimidated out of your server, which didn't happen, by the way. No one was intimidated out of my server, okay? A couple of weeks later, 2 mods left. There was nothing to do. It was nothing to do with being intimidated by DK. I've got the DMs, and I'll show them if I have to. I don't want to because it contains personal information that I don't want to reveal. If my hand is forced, I will, but I don't want to. Neither of the people said anything about them leaving being to do with DK threatening them. There was completely different reasons given, okay? No, I'm not going to, because even if these people are the ones that have been... I don't care, I don't give a shit, you know, do what you want. But I'm just highlighting to you that the reasons that were given to me were nothing to do with DK threatening them. That was resolved drama, and it was other reasons that they left. Now... this was escalating by itself. The question was whether it was going to do so in favour of that idiotic psychopath or someone else. So, I've already dealt with the drama you've brought up. I made efforts to resolve things amicably to all parties involved, okay, and largely succeeded. There was a whole meeting after the messages you showed. Have you kept tabs on who DK is appearing with? No, there was no escalation until you shared logs from my mod chat. Essentially one step down from leaking my private DMs. And you decided to make some content out of it. Your efforts aren't adequate. The only response to that was to kick him to the curb after that. Regardless of your politics, that is your basic responsibility. So, you might disagree with my decision. You might disagree with how I handled things. And guess what? That's totally fine. Okay? That's totally fine. You might have taken it a different route. Okay? Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. But this is fucking insane. Who does this guy think he is to demand how I run my own fucking streaming business? Right? What rulebook is there that exists that says because of this specific drama that happened, you must take this action? What is he fucking on about? Basic responsibility. He doesn't even fucking know what's happened in this drama. I've not explained it. He's still working off of a fucking quarter of the information. But he thinks he's got the right to tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing with this. What a fucking loser. Holy shit. Anyway, I get pissed off. I don't like being told what to do about my own fucking business, okay? Fuck you. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't know anything that happened or how it was resolved. I'm not going to. How was it resolved? Bear in mind, I'm on fucking vacation still. I'm still on my fucking vacation, right? I cannot stress this to you enough, right? 6:44 p.m. We had dinner every night at 7 so the kids could get to bed early, okay? So this is 15 minutes before I'm going out with my family for fucking dinner. And he's fucking hassling me about this. Of holiday, whatever. You know what I mean, okay? Like, fuck off, bro. This is fucking insane. I'm going to be doing a stream about it when I'm back. You'll find out more then. See, the way it looks here is your editor shows a pattern of threatening to find and use personal information to intimidate staff, and you let him stay on. And, well, this was done in secret, so fuck you, isn't compelling. I'm actually astonished that's your response. Yeah, you're fucking clueless, mate. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know the context. You don't know the drama. You don't know the resolution. Yet you are happy to make videos attacking me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What's the resolution? Fuck you, that's your resolution. He is. He's treating me like some fucking scorned lover. Hassling me whilst I'm on vacation. Like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? This is an attack on you if you fail to be a man. You can find out more about what happened when I do my stream. And then he starts talking like a fucking anime villain. I've not shown my full hand, Chud. Don't be stupid. You have the chance to do the right thing and look like you have some character. Do the right thing, you mean fire DK. Weren't you saying you don't want to fight with him? You don't fight with bugs, I think was the term. Yet here you are trying to put pressure on to fire him. And there was a stream that he did where DK was brought up and he said something like, I don't fight with bugs, right? So, you know, he's fronting this thing publicly where he's going, oh yeah, I'm not going to argue with DK. Yet here he is, whilst I'm on my vacation, absolutely fucking relentlessly trying to get him fired. Not just like, hey Chud, I think you were wrong, you should probably... Literally fucking badgering me and badgering me and badgering me to fire DK. And here's the other thing as well. Let's say that I agreed. Let's say that I thought, well, maybe President Sanders got a point. Maybe I need to reconsider the decision that I'd made. What does he expect me to fucking do? Does he expect me to get on Discord to DK and say, sorry, bro, I've got to let you go. That drama, too much. You've got to go now. What does he expect me to actually do whilst I'm on vacation? Like, what? This is fucking insane. Like, honestly, it's fucking... I'm sat here looking at these messages thinking, what is this guy's problem? He's lost the plot. He's lost the absolute plot on this one. Oh, you were watching? No, I wasn't. I've been on vacation, a concept you don't seem to understand. But obviously, whenever I turn my phone on to check things, I see and hear things. Obviously, people are sending me shit that he's putting out there, okay? I know the reason you can't say how this was resolved is because it wasn't, and you haven't figured out how to spin this yet. Now, as you saw, when I went through it all, whether you agree or disagree with how it was handled, I don't think you can deny that I took steps, and at the very least, I believed it was resolved at the time. Even if you disagree with, you know, anything beyond that, at the very least, I took steps to resolve it. And at the time, everyone was satisfied with the outcome. Okay? I even went to lengths to speak to other people one-on-one that I felt maybe weren't fully happy to hash out any issues further. Like, I've gone to the fucking ends of the earth to deal with this shit. And now here you are telling me it's not resolved and I haven't figured out how to spin it. He hasn't got a fucking clue about any of this. He's trying to tell me, someone that was intimately fucking involved in the drama, what has and hasn't happened with it, whilst I'm on my fucking vacation. Anyway, I don't want to stress the point too much. I just want you to understand how fucking infuriating this was, okay? Suspend pending investigation. I've already investigated and dealt with it though. Why would I need to do that? So I get sent clips. Obviously, if you talk some shit about me, it's going to be sent to me. Are you for real right now? Ha ha ha. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Am I wrong? You've not got a single fucking idea about any of this. Yes, you were totally wrong. Then you shouldn't be enlightening me. You really think this little of me that I'm just thinking about how I'm going to spin this? I didn't actually. That's why I tried to keep you distant from this. At the moment, I'm not so sure. I can't do it over text. It's a complex drama that persisted over the course of a couple of days. Long story short is DK apologised for his actions and a mechanism was put in place where if DK were to dock someone, he'd be fired. And then I share this screenshot again. Okay, so then he says, you're the only one who can take action, unfortunately. And unfortunately, a mechanism isn't going to be seen as an adequate reply. I think you understand this. Like, who does this guy think he is? He's not my boss, right? If he doesn't like how I've dealt with this, that's fine. He can have that opinion. Yeah, it's that meme, isn't it? Wicked Supreme. It is that meme. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask, right? Me and DK have a professional working relationship, despite some of DK's sometimes insane fuck-ups and whatnot, okay? And it's like, isn't there someone you forgot to ask? And I've got to ask President Sunday for fucking permission to continue to have DK working for me. Who the fuck does this guy think he is? Literal fucking cop mentality. Bro, it's nothing to do with you. No, DK's not doxed anyone. DK's not fucking doxed anyone. But yeah, like, it's literally nothing to do with him. Again, there's people out there that have got the take of I should get rid of DK or whatever. Hey, you're totally entitled to your opinion, okay? You are looking at dealing with things in a different way. That's fine. I'm looking at dealing with them in my way. Let's leave it at that, okay? But the absolute fucking nerve of this guy to badger me whilst I'm on vacation to try and force my hand to do something I don't want to do when he's got no fucking power over me is insane, okay? Yeah, well, that was the decision I made. I will live or die by that. I'm going to let you think this over and decide what it is that you really want to be. So, okay. I mean, it seems to me like you hate DK, which is fine, by the way. He's a very contentious character. And you feel that you have found some damning evidence that justifies you asking. And you feel like you have found some damning evidence that justifies you asking for that. As in him asking me to fire him, is what I'm trying to say there. I have, and I've been judicious with you beyond the call of duty. But thanks, I guess. Knowing the ins and outs of the drama, my decision isn't going to change, but you're welcome to review the content I make and make your disagreements known. If you want to burn bridges over this, that's up to you. What I am seeing from your side is needless attacks against me with things that could easily be explained had you reached out to me, but you wanted this publicised, so I'll respond publicly. So at this point, I'm like, okay, he doesn't respond to that message there straight away. And I'm thinking, oh, thank God. It's Saturday. I've got Sunday left. So Sunday's the final day. Then Monday we're heading back. Okay? Then Monday we're heading back. That's it. Now I can just enjoy the rest of my vacation without having to worry about this fucking bullshit. Okay? However, that's not quite what happens. I want you to demonstrate a basic level of responsibility, retaining someone in a position of authority. See, look, the way he's speaking, I want you to demonstrate, I don't give a shit what you want, bro. Fuck you. Like, literally, who the fuck are you? You're a nobody. You're a fucking nobody. I want you to do this. Get fucked, loser. Fuck you and fuck off, okay? You're not my fucking dad. You're not my fucking boss. You're a fucking retard, okay? You're a fucking retard. If there's any fucking information or advice I want from you, okay, it will be the correct level of mental illness medication I should be taking, okay? But if it's on running a fucking YouTube channel or running my business, no fucking way. You've got a stagnant YouTube channel. Your content fucking sucks. You try and act like you're above it all, but you're constantly in the doldrums of this shitty drama, okay? You were criticizing me for being a fucking dumpster diver. at the start in that video, right? And what are you doing here? You're making content out of fucking week-old Discord drama that I've already resolved. Who's the fucking dumpster diver here exactly? Who's the fucking dumpster diver? Me? I'm just trying to fucking enjoy my vacation, and you're here hassling me, mind fucking raping me like some fucking weirdo obsessively messaging me again and again and again and again. I'm the fucking dumpster diver. You're the fucking dumpster diver, bro. You're everything that you claim to hate. You're the pathetic wannabe drama streamer with a stagnant channel, absolutely desperate to make a success of it, but you're stagnant. You fucking suck, bro. Why would I take any fucking advice from you about running a stream or running a YouTube channel? When I'm ready to end my career and, you know, slowly drift away into nothingness, maybe then I'll come to you for some fucking advice. How about that? Okay? How about that? Then I'll come to you, I'll go, listen, President Sunday, I want to basically get to the stage where my channel's stagnant so I can quietly slip away. Have you got any advice on how to do that? Because you're a fucking expert in that. Fucking loser. Retaining someone in a position of authority over your community and power over your public-facing profiles who is, among other things, threatening to dox and harass members does not. You had actual friends on here. People who genuinely respected you. It's a bit shocking to see your conduct recently and to realise that a possible reason is you're actually worried about being called soy by a bunch of fucking teenagers. I don't know where the fuck he's getting that from. It's not a great look. I'd like to see you not be that. The fact that I even have to think about that is embarrassing, frankly. It would be one thing if you brought these problem elements to heal, but you're being led by the tail. You're not a deadbeat. You don't have to be garbage to succeed. You have intelligence, charm, and connections. What you're doing right now will probably net you a small chunk of the pie, but you'll never be respected again, and that would suck, frankly. Just, you know, relentless fucking messages here. Relentless fucking messages. I'm trying to have dinner. This is when I'm having dinner with my kids. You know, message after message after message. Not responded to. Not fucking responded to. Like, fuck me. Paragraph after paragraph. Insanity. This guy's fucking lost the plot. I have defended you non-stop for years now on the basis of your character, under the assumption that you were wading through muck because that was a condition of your business, but that at your centre you actually did have integrity and character. I would like to not have been operating under a misperception. So, he sends me these messages, right? I've switched my phone. I'm so pissed off. I'm like, I can't fucking do it. I need to go to dinner with my kids. I want to hang out with them. You know, it's like, this is the last day of the vacation. So I'm like, I want to go to dinner with my kids, relax, have a good time, and all this stuff, okay? So I switch my phone off and put it to one side. Now, you see these messages here. So I go to sleep, I wake up, I log into Twitter just to check on what's going on, and I see that President Sunday has, for some reason, gone fucking full schizo. Absolute full-on schizo. And he's gone onto Twitter now. So this has all been somewhat private. He has released a YouTube video. But now he's gone onto fucking Twitter to share these logs and demand action from me there as well. What the fuck, bro? What does he not get about this? What does he not fucking care about this? This is insane. I'm still on my fucking vacation. And there he is, going away from the DMs, going to the public arena to put out tweets to try and force me to do something. Absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely fucking insane. So he goes on and he puts Chud logic, you know, he's tweeting this stuff out, tweeting out more messages. More of Chud logic, it's a disgusting human being, ghoul. Like, bro, give me a fucking break. Jesus Christ. So anyway, after I see these tweets, I'm like, yeah, this is fucking, I'm not going to associate with this absolute fucking bottom-feeding loser anymore. Are you serious? He's fucking gone on this, you know, now getting to like a cross-platform fucking attack against me. Why the fuck am I going to associate with this guy anymore? This is fucking insane. He has decided, well, this drama, apparently, is worth torching whatever bridge we had. So, okay, fair enough. He's made that decision. He's made that decision. Fair enough. Just about to head back from vacation. okay? Just out to provocation. I see you've chosen a path that irrevocably ends whatever relationship we had. That's fine. Fuck you. I'll be responding on stream. So I make a final plea here, okay? You understand that I've been away with limited connection. I understand that when you had a connection, you threatened and mocked me. Yes, because you've been a fucking schizo. Endless messages like a crazy ex to deal with some online drama that I'm not currently in a position to deal with. I lost friends and connections defending you, Chuds. That cost me. So you're going to show you have an actual spine, or we're going to learn who can in fact hit harder. You're a fucking psycho, mate. You could have waited for me to get back and we could have settled this. Instead, you've gone on an absolutely relentless attack when I'm away and can barely defend myself and respond. Because this is the other thing as well, bear in mind, it's not just the fact that, listen, it's not just the fact that I'm on vacation, okay, and I'm trying to enjoy my vacation. Also, on top of that, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm in a fucking hotel, okay? Hotel Wi-Fi is notoriously bad. It's not particularly good for, like, voice calls. It's okay for messaging and stuff. What does he expect me to do in a fucking resort in Tenerife in regards to all of this? Mental. Absolutely mental. You're delusional if you think you look anything but grossly irresponsible and weak here. Absolutely scumfuck behaviour from you. Yes, DK's made some mistakes for sure, and some big ones. Mistakes, you idiot. You call those mistakes. Anyway, I'm travelling today. Whatever relationship we had is done. I honestly can't believe this betrayal from you. I still can't respond and deal effectively with anything you have put out there. I didn't betray you. I went out to bat for you when other people did far less. So this is the other thing as well. What this says to me is that the reason President Sunday has defended me before is not because he genuinely thought it was the right thing to do. He clearly saw it as some sort of transactional thing, right? So he's defended me in the past, correct. But really the reason he's done it is not because he genuinely, felt like he had a genuine, consistent need to. It's because it was a transactional thing. I've defended you before, so now you've got to do what I want. I've defended you before, so now you've got to fire DK because I think that's what should happen. It's fucking insane. Absolute fucking no principle loser, President Sunday. You have totally taken advantage of the fact that I'm not around to deal with any of this and just persisted with this relentless line of attack when we could have amicably resolved all of this. You know what would have nipped this in the bud? Sorry, mate, it's complicated. I'll get back to you and deal with this. Sorry, can we just check back on this message here real quick? Let's have a quick look at this message again. So Saturday, I said to him, before he really started to escalate things, mate, I'm on holiday. Are you for real? I haven't been checking my phone. Yes, we can talk when I'm back. This coming Thursday at some point. I've already fucking said this to him. Right at the start, I fucking said this to him. And now he's asking for what I've already done. Video would have come down. Instead, you decided to show your ass. I'd have given you the benefit of the doubt. I was, in fact. That you let this slide is actually inconceivable to me. This would represent a conundrum for nobody else. Mate, you've made a video attacking me whilst I'm on vacation, and you want me to act cool, calm, and collected about things. Like, what is wrong with your fucking brain? I got back to you and said we can talk when I'm back, yet you continued. Now you're going full ham in this attack on me. You are fucking unhinged. What's wrong with vacation? What does that mean? Why do people keep saying vacation? Holiday, whatever you want to call it, okay? Is it because I'm British? I got back to you and said we can talk when I'm back, yet you continued. Now you're going full ham-in-this attack on me. You're fucking unhinged, okay? So literally, I'm trying to fucking pack and get ready to leave. You know, maybe, listen, the L here is maybe I should have gone, do you know what, I'm just going to ignore him, okay? But the thing is, there's a firestorm of drama happening behind the scenes as well that I'm also trying to deal with. So I'm logging on to Discord to try and deal with that. That's going to come up in a sec, actually. And then also on top of that, I've got these fucking relentless messages from President Sunday, okay? Anyway, what's wrong with yours? Man threatens and harasses multiple people, okay? Makes fake pedophile texts about Rhizome. I'll talk about that in a sec. Shares intimate photos of members to intimidate them. Mistakes. So, the Rhizome thing. Now, this is absolutely an absolute just mind-blowingly insane decision that DK made for some reason, okay? I don't know what the fuck DK was thinking. Absolute fucking retardation on display from DK, okay? So, there was one night when I was kind of dealing with some drama, talking about what was going on and stuff like that, okay? Rhizome's Discord was talking some shit about what was going on, okay? Rhizome was also getting involved in talking some shit. There's no love lost between DK and Rhizome. Those two hate each other, okay? DK has also got this other thing that he does, right? Which is where he'll just call Rhizome fat, or different variations of fat. And I'm like, bro, what? Why do you go into Discord and just call him fat? Like, that's insane. And in fact, I even spoke to him on stream about it and said, yo, don't call Rhizome like fat and just insult him on the basis of his weight. That's mental. Anyway, so whilst I'm asleep, right, DK, in his infinite wisdom, okay, because he's frustrated with some of the stuff that Rhizome is doing, because he thinks that Rhizome is attacking him too, right? Which isn't really the case. Rhizome is being critical and he may be saying some shitty stuff, but he's not like directly attacking him. Rhizome has at no point, just to be clear, Rhizome at no point has said to me, I should fire DK. Rhizome's been critical of me and thinks I'm making mistakes in certain ways of dealing with things, which is fine. But never once has he said to me, publicly or privately, you need to fire DK. So I just want to get that on the record straight away, okay? Now, DK, in his infinite fucking wisdom, right, goes into my Discord and says, oh, I've got these logs that Rhizome was flirting with a kid and he's a pedo. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, right? I'm in the midst of this fucking insane drama on my vacation trying to deal with it, okay? I've got enough shit coming from fucking President Sunday. Why are you fucking dropping an L? You absolute fucking Why fucking do that? Are you insane? Like, what the fuck is he thinking? Anyway, DK does this insane decision. To be fair, quickly apologizes for it because he didn't know. He finds out Rhizome is a teacher. So obviously, leveling a pedo accusation at someone when they're a teacher is like a whole other level of bad, okay? The original post gets deleted. DK apologizes. Rhizome's obviously pissed off, okay? Totally understandable, right? Regardless of whatever the beef is, it's fucking insane what DK did. Now, I've spoken to Rhizome privately, okay? And I'll just kind of, I guess, summarize what was discussed. So, Rhizome was obviously really unhappy, and I said, look, I totally get it. That was crossing a line. I'm really sorry. Totally unacceptable, right? Rhizome has got some issues with my community. And Rhizome, has decided to kind of take a step back from my community, particularly after this, pedo accusation shit. Because, yeah, of course, he's got to protect himself, and he's worried that, that sort of thing is going to negatively affect him, okay? So, of course, I really like Rhizome. Me and him get on really well personally. We're staying together at TwitchCon. And yeah, obviously this was a totally unacceptable thing that DK did. But yeah, for the moment, Rhizome's just taking a step back from the community. He doesn't really want to be involved in all of this. He doesn't want to get dragged into this drama. His take on it is, yeah, that was like across the line. I'm really pissed off about it. We've spoken. Me and him on personal levels are fine. He's got really big issues with certain aspects of my community, which is fair enough. So he's decided to take a step back. And that's where we are with the Rhizome situation, okay? Yeah, I mean, I don't, DK's got this absolute insane perspective on things sometimes. And it came up in the other drama, but what he does is he'll want to make a point. So the point he's making, because he feels that Rysam is spreading misinformation in order to try and make him lose his job, right? So he fucking does this crazy thing with Rysam, which, yeah, sure, he apologizes for pretty quickly, but he still fucking did it. The thing to bear in mind with it, though, is whilst it is unacceptable, I think that what people don't see is that at this point, he's basically cracked. DK is under an absolutely insane amount of scrutiny. Some of it is warranted because he's a shithead and he's an asshole, okay? But he's under an absolutely insane amount of scrutiny from a variety of fucking angles. Twitch poll are talking about him. President Sunday's coming after him. So he cracks and he does something fucking insane, right? Now, it doesn't justify it, of course. Of course DK's under pressure. You should have taken DK on vacation with you. This is your fault. But yeah, obviously it was, an insane thing. There's no way to sort of say it was okay. It was totally wrong. But I've spoken to Rysam about it. Me and Rysam, on a personal level, are fine. Obviously, him and DK, he's definitely probably never going to be able to repair whatever thing they had before, if anything. Yeah, it's fucked. But yeah, that's basically the Rysam situation. Okay, so anyway, President Sunday continues. Fuck, man, you've lost the plot. There is no angle here where you come out of this looking good, except the one where you do what you should have done at the first sign of this. Yeah, fuck you. You don't get to tell me what to do. Do you understand what happens if someone larger who used to employ this nutball gets wind of this? You're playing with fire, you fucking idiot. It's clear from the start what your intent is here. I'm not playing your game. Christ, you stupid dipshit. I was trying to talk to you privately while this was escalating. Whilst this was escalating, you've been one of the key components escalating things. No, now I'm escalating because it seems to be the only thing you have the brain cells to understand. What is it he thinks I don't understand here? I'm on vacation. As I've said, I know a lot of times at this point, okay? But fuck me. Even if I felt there was something to do, what is it I'm supposed to do? And bear in mind, as well as talking to President Sunday, I'm putting out the more fires that DK's creating because he's going fucking schizo again. Right? Shit. So yeah, insane shit. Listen, I know people. I'm not going to get rid of DK over the fucking fake pedo shit, okay? So if you don't like that, fuck off, okay? It's not happening. You're not going to put pressure on me about it. You're not going to make me do it. It's not fucking happening, okay? Fuck you and fuck off. If you want to come on when I open up the lines and convince me why I need to do it, by all means do. But I'm not going to take you fucking retards from chat trying to control what I do. If you don't like it, there's the fucking door. Get the fuck out, okay? Leave right now. I don't fucking care, right? I don't fucking care. All these people in chat going, oh, you... No, I'm not going to fucking do what you want. I'm going to do what I want, okay? I'm going to do what I want. And if you don't like it, there's the fucking door, okay? Get the fuck out. Anyway, let's continue on. Now, I'm escalating because it seems to be the only thing you have the brain cells to understand. I've been on vacation. You understand what that means. I would have dealt with all of this had I been around, of course. That you're no longer responsible for long-standing negligence. What the fuck do you think that means? But you seem to have zero fucking concept of what that means. No, Chud, you wouldn't have. Long-standing negligence. I saw you in proximity to all of it. Total complacency. Sometimes you even joined in. Anyway, I'm actually trying to pack as I'm traveling today. I won't be responding further. Good, do that. Fuck you, idiot. Anyway, he says you're pathetic, and at that time he blocked me, but we'll get into that in a sec, okay? So, there we go. That's the end of our personal DM interactions, okay?